Whoa, I hit record a drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier. Whoa, I hit record a drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne. Thought I'd never make it like no way. I'm the real deal, no role play. My days off, that's no days. No, I hustle hard, young rose.
Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Good afternoon. Welcome to J is for Justice. My name is Jay, and I am your host. If you are new here, please consider subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up. Thanks for joining. We are going to be talking about the Idaho 4 grub truck video today. And I see a lot of Roberters in chat. Hello, Carrie. We have missed your presence here in chat. I'm glad that you could join us. HJ, Cheryl, thanks for coming in and modding. Angie B. We got the Sandman. We got the Olive Juice with her Jeremy Love. Hello, Kim Hunter. And who else we got? Lexi. Carol H. Ave. AV, I don't know. I always say it wrong. Hello, Heather Howard. Are you guys having a... Oh, hey, 23 kitties. I feel like I have 23 kitties. Welcome to chat, guys. Vinny. Hello, Vinny. Hello, Michelle. I hope everybody is having a good December and you're getting all your Christmas shiz out of the way. I'm not, but hey, I'm trying. Hi, Mark Klein. Hello, Vicky Lynn from KZoo. Yes, Mike Sander, if you can email me, we can talk about that. Hello, Vape Lady. Nope, no kitties yet. No kitties yet. I'm feeling better, Kim. Thank you. Dragonfly. Well, stay warm wherever you are. And let's take a look at the grub video. Let's go over to our TV. And I'm going to slow it down just a touch. Well, actually, maybe I'm not, because the audio is pretty good. So let's take a look.
Oh, guys, where's my pen? How are you guys doing?
Now, this is I started clipping this from after the girls have already ordered the food, paid for it, and all of that, because that's kind of, you know, I mean, we've watched that, and this is kind of where more of the interactions are. And thank you, Deanna Fisher. Thanks for being here. Yes, our vintage TV set, our tube TV. But this is where the interactions are really interesting. And of course, we've been watching Hoodie Guy. Tiff Young, thank you for subscribing. We are watching Hoodie Guy, but we're also watching the interactions with everybody else. And I noticed more so on this zoomed in version, Kaylee is on her phone a lot. Lizzie Bones and Melissa B. Hey. Bones, welcome back. Thank you. I know I'm feeling much better. Kind of in and out, but I still have a cough. It's It's like the most unproductive cough I've ever had. I've never had a cough that was like so unproductive. It's really annoying. So I don't know if that's like a sign of like COVID or something. I don't know. Let me know in chat or in the comments section if you guys have gotten sick lately and had this unproductive cough that won't go away. But okay, so back to the video. Kaylee is on her phone a lot. And I hadn't noticed that quite so much, you know, watching the smaller version. So let's take a look.
Fantastic. Seemed to have lost my pen, but that's fine. What can I get for you?
Can I get
Just
the
2 John
black
Drums?
cheese, mac and cheese, please?
Definitely.
Can I get
Thank you.
and pork tacos?
Oh yeah. How many pork tacos would you like?
Just come with one.
It's one, but they're like 6 to 7 ounce tacos. They're not like small little street tacos. I normally.
So right now, okay, what I'm observing is Kaylee on the phone. Maddie's kind of hanging out. And then big guy in a little coat is standing with the couple. But hoodie guy is hovering, but also looking around. And I want you guys, yeah, I mean, I wondered that too. I wondered the dark-haired girl. Not dry. It's like a lingering. Yes, you have something you feel like you could cough up, but you don't. So unproductive cough versus productive cough. Like a productive cough is one that you cough up the shit that's in your lungs. But an unproductive cough is when you cough and nothing comes out. Cheryl, did it eventually go away? It's so annoying. Yeah, me too, Emmy. You know what else? I wonder if Kaylee said something to her. So let's watch big guy in the little coat, hoodie guy, their interactions with one another as well.
2, 3 is a lot for me.
So one would be fine if I was getting pasta too, or
Yeah.
mac and cheese too.
Yeah, that's going to be
I better,
almost 2 pounds of food.
I better get 2.
Okay, you got it.
I got her.
2 pork tacos? Done. 1 5 cheese, 1 basil pesto, 2 pork tacos, $24.50 for you.
Thank you.
So big guy in a little coat walks over here for what reason? I'm not sure. Because it didn't appear that he knew anybody but this couple. Because he's quite a bit older than these kids.
2 Don Drums.
And here comes the mysterious girl who walks up. She gives Kaylee a hug. They talk momentarily. And then she walks away.
I'll eat your mouth.
$79. Thank you.
I'm going to do
Actually, that might have been when big guy in a little coat made a comment to tank top guy about what he was wearing.
this. Hold on. If we decide, since we listed
Oh, people.
If you notice, hoodie guy moved in when Kaylee started talking to this girl. Now watch. We're going back. The girl is walking up. Now watch hoodie guy. Well, I was going to say, is that Zaina and Ethan? Renee, I didn't know. I mean, it's really hard to tell. But she walks up and a guy walks up. But when she starts talking to Kaylee, hoodie guy moves closer. Oh, well, I hope all of you guys that have this nastiness get better soon. Wild Soul, yes, I played it in the last live about this. We played all of his TikToks.
I'll eat your mouth.
$79.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do this. Hold on. If we decide,
Yeah.
since we listed.
Oh, people have fallen. People have fallen over reduced for you. Sorry, I'm talking to Twitch stream. Oh, you're so
Thank
good.
you.
Absolutely, thank you. How are you doing?
Pretty good about yourself.
I'm doing extremely well. What sounds good?
Can I get a big burrito?
Okay, now the girl, the dark-haired girl, has walked away. Well, Kara H, I thought that too, and I was thinking that possibly. Remember when you guys are going to have to remind me because things change so much. But do you guys remember? Hang on, let me come back. Do you guys remember in the very beginning? I think there was something about Zaina and Ethan's time they got home. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't that change at some point? And then wasn't there also like a block of time that they didn't know where those two were, and they were kind of narrowing in on finding out where they were all of those hours? Oh, really? The dark-haired girl calls him Reese when they order food. Jacqueline, they don't even acknowledge Hoodie Guy, and he's in their space. Right. Right. Totally up in their space. It's like they are totally ignoring him. Imagine like when we were younger, you're at a bar and maybe like this guy was talking to you and your friends and you guys didn't want anything to do with him, but he hovered. Could this be a case of that? Let me see what Leo Tech says. Leo, you always have good insight too. Hold on, I have to widen my screen. When she took a pic of him and they start laughing, he points when they leave, and once they leave, he runs, seemingly to get in his car to leave. They laugh at him. Let's keep watching. It's really interesting to see it like that. Yes, Ave, the food truck guy is awesome. He loves running the food truck, you can tell. Emmy, you don't think he did it? Okay, Cheryl. Yes, Jay, there was a time lapse when they are not sure where he was. The sister made them change the time, right? So maybe that was after the Grubhub video, but the cops aren't saying, hey, that's Ethan and Zaina, maybe. Vicky Lynn, you love that, don't you? Okay, let's go back to our video. It's actually really eerie seeing this. Like, you wish you could just jump in there and save those girls.
For the big burrito, would you like pork or chicken? Chicken. Got it. And then you said a Mountain Dew?
Yes, please.
Excellent. Big burrito chicken and a Mountain Dew. We're going to do $11.
Kaylee's behind Big Guy in a Little Coat, still on the phone, and Hoodie Guy is still hovering, and Maddie's waiting for the food.
Here's your Mountain Dew and order 80. Thank you very much.
Hello. I need 2 chicken burritos with extra slaw.
2 chicken burritos with extra
Okay, so now Maddie has gone back over by Kaylee. Watch them now and watch Big Guy in a Little Coat and Hoodie Guy.
$19 for you.
I know I have a $6 waiting for me. I would like to eat it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Let's see reward.
Ha 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 ha. There
Oh,
you
fuck,
go.
I just hit your jacket.
So see, he moves closer. As Kaylee moves closer to Maddie, he moves closer to them. And I also noticed that, yes, who said he's nervous? Mom to 23 kitties. Yes, he's like kicking his feet back and forth. He doesn't stand still. And he just keeps like moving in. So everybody orders and pays, and then they get a ticket and they wait for their food. Yep, and he immediately put up his hoodie, and he turned his hat forward. But that's Emmy. That's a really, really good point. But you'll notice when big guy in a little coat goes and stands next to hoodie guy, they actually point at the camera. They point at the Twitch camera. They know where the cameras are on this truck. So why did he put his hood up and his hat forward? Maybe he was cold. It looks cold. They can see their breath. Because, I mean, for him to think he's disguising, maybe we're reading into that too much. Because he stands here and he's, like, facing the camera. Life Rewinded. They are gesturing back and forth, hoodie and fat guy. I think so, too. I think that they know each other. At the very least, I think that these two know each other.
Yeah.
They show
$13.
you,
Hell
Emmy,
yeah.
when they point at the camera. But see, big guy in a little coat is literally walking over to hoodie guy, and he's laughing. So it's almost like they know one another, to me. Aw, thank you, Roses. That's Bella Rose.
Worth it.
Oh, always.
Watch hoodie guy's hand gestures.
Oh, order 81.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you think he's gesturing when he's putting his hand out like that towards the girls? Like, oh, I'm not with them, or what do you think he's saying? Because big guy in a little coat said he didn't know this dude. Oh, Joe. Okay, yeah, Joe DeVoe or whatever. He says he didn't know this guy. He just struck a conversation up with him. Da da da. I know, Cheryl. That's what I don't want to do. But it seems to me they're pretty friendly. And what's in big guy in a little coat's hand other than that pop can that he makes mention that he actually went home with? And why did he go home with the pop can? Isn't that bizarre? It was clearly empty before he even got his mac and cheese. And he said in his TikTok, I walked in my apartment with that can. And he said, yes, he said he was a decent dude. He was just there to make sure that they got home safe.
Hell yeah.
Worth it.
Oh, always. Order 81.
Thank you.
Thank you. Extra slaw? Is that a charge? No, it's not a charge. It's just a modifier. Hello.
They have Apple Pay.
How's
We
your night
have
going?
Apple Pay, right?
Of course we do.
Of course you have Apple Pay. Yes.
Okay, I think they were making fun of this guy and saying, we're not worthy, we're not worthy. Did you see him do like the Wayne's World thing? This is when, okay, maybe they were laughing about this dude and then they made fun of him. And then he put, we're not worthy, we're not worthy. But yeah, what is in that dude's hand other than that Coke can? I can't make it out. But Kaylee on her phone, ignoring hoodie guy, but not putting her back totally to him. It's just weird.
Order 81.
Yeah, who are those two all the way in the back? Maybe they're just waiting for their food. Do they ever move? Fuck, they don't. Hang on, I'm just seeing where those guys go. Those two guys are back there for the whole time. What the heck? Who are those guys? I've never noticed them before. These two guys back here. Oh, that's them. Okay. They got their food. They ordered food and then they left. Those two in the back. They were just waiting for food, guys. All right, let's go back to where we were. So they're making fun. This guy gets his food, tank top guy. And then the smartass in the hoodie says, we're not worthy of you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Let's see reward.
Oh, fuck, I just hit your jacket. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
$13. Hell yeah.
Worth it.
Oh, always. Order 81.
Thank you.
Thank you. Extra slaw? Is that a charge? No, it's not a charge. It's just a modifier. Hello.
They have Apple Pay.
How's
You
your
guys
night
have
going?
Apple Pay, right?
Of course we do.
Of course you have Apple Pay. Yes. Hi, camera. Okay.
Chicken taco. You got it.
I'll do the 5 cheese mac and cheese.
Okay.
So Maddie leaning against the food truck. She's clearly intoxicated, which has nothing to do with her being murdered, but I think she's more kind of intoxicated. Kaylee's more focused on the phone. And then right now, she says something to Kaylee, and Kaylee says, what? And then walks closer to her. But big guy in the little coat and hoodie guy are still talking. Now, what gets me about big guy in a little coat is that he said at the bar, he was at the corner club, and he said it was gross how drunk Kaylee was. Or, sorry, Maddie was, and that she was bumping into them. I mean, Kaylee's wearing a hoodie. It's thick hoodie. I don't think it was freezing, but maybe this dude was like dancing or something. Who knows? I don't know if they found their phones. I'm not sure about that. But I do know that the family was able to get in their records, so they have all of that, I'm sure. Anna, yes, I agree. I think that she holds the phone up and gets a picture of him. Right, Brandy, that's what I didn't get. Like, why are you hanging out in a college bar if you don't like drunk college girls bumping into you? I call bullshit. Renee Days, I don't like being around drunk people either, but I don't go to college bars. You know what I'm saying? I just thought that was a really weird thing to say. Like, oh, it's so gross. But like, dude, you're hanging out at a college bar and you're not even in college. I think he liked being bumped into by her. Whether he's involved in anything or not, he still is full of shit with that. I'm just not buying it. So if he would lie about that, why even throw that detail in there? That's why I don't like it. I don't like what he said. I don't believe all he says, you know? I don't know. What do you guys think of that? I just think that's a really odd thing to even throw in there. EMT, I agree with you there. He said in his interview he was taking his friends out who had come to visit. Oh. Well, I guess in that case. Okay, so let's go back.
Go. Please. No, I'm getting yours no matter what. Like, please. He's waiting. We'll do 2 5-piece cheese mac and cheese.
Like, I'm adding 2, or you're making it? It's now 2.
Oh,
Sorry.
2.
You're adding 2. Excellent. Gotcha. Okay. Anything else?
3? Come on, you're the last one. Okay.
You got it. So I have a chicken taco and 3 5-cheese mac and cheeses.
Yes.
Okay.
I really think that Kaylee is really coordinating a ride for them. I really think she's coordinating a ride because from this area where the food truck is, it's about a 5-minute drive. So it's a long walk, and there's no way they were walking. So I don't know. I mean, is she on the phone trying to get a ride? She's on her phone the whole time.
And 3 5-cheese mac and cheeses.
Yes.
Okay. $27.75.
Hey.
And I
How many apples in the mac of the week?
think
0.
that
TJ.
that's Maddie's jacket. I think she's just sloppily wearing it because she's drunk. Oh, Mary, I don't think it's weird at all. It happens in every case, especially this is huge. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're laying down, Cheryl. I think she was coordinating a pickup as well, too.
0.
Don't let him lie to you.
Order 82. Thank you.
I think Kaylee's phone is going to be very telling.
Can I get?
We already got a 5-cheese mac and cheese.
Okay.
Wait,
Now,
you
is
got
that
one?
Ethan right there that just walked up to them, or is that Ethan's brother? Because that looks like Ethan. Is that who people were saying was his bro? Or no? Because he comes from out, like way over. Watch to the right of your screen and see him. I agree, Mary P. Watch the right of your screen as this dude walks up. Tell me if that's Ethan or his brother or something. It looks a lot like him.
Thank you.
See that guy right there in the sweater? He's getting his ticket out. Is that possibly Ethan's brother? And they recognized him?
Can I get?
Or no?
We already got a 5-cheese mac and cheese.
Okay.
Wait, you got one? No.
Yeah, come on.
Oh my god. Can I get a Macafier?
You got it, man. One
Actually, you
McIntyre,
know
nine
what?
bucks
I take that back because they really didn't even talk to him. Never mind.
for you.
Perfect, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's going.
Tough.
Of course. Awesome. You deserve
I mean,
burrito
hoodie
portion.
guy is like chatting it up with big guy in a little coat.
Order 83.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and then it's all on you. I was
where it gets
letting us
Just a minute here.
Time to start
Feel warm,
the
Joe?
old car. It's been a while since this engine started. Let's see if it starts. V V V V V V V V V V V V V V V V V V V V V V V V V V V
Wait, what is-
V V
Oh, that was
V
his
V
ticket.
V V V V V V V V V V V V V V V
Okay, now
V.
look at Kaylee right there. She looks over her shoulder. Watch her. Watch Kaylee right now.
Oh great, the battery
My
is
first time
dead.
was when we went to
Well,
the grocery
better luck
store
next
to buy
time.
donuts.
For what?
First time I used, well, NFC. I don't have an Apple device, so it wasn't having to pay. I was desperate.
For donuts?
For donuts, yes.
Never used like a phone NFC pay. I guess unless you count the tap on the card.
I think they're laughing about something
Wait, say that
that's
again?
going on
Never
there.
used my phone till at like a store.
Oh, really?
Always had my cards.
Okay. It's because you're too prepared, Derek.
I definitely didn't go back far enough. Hang on. Okay, it's right after Kaylee puts away her phone. She puts it in her back pocket. Now watch. You see her look over there right quick and look away real quick? They wanted to get away from these guys.
Oh great, the battery
My
is
first time
dead.
was when we went to
Well,
the grocery
better luck
store
next
to buy
time.
donuts.
For what?
First time I used, well, NFC. I don't have an Apple device, so it wasn't having to pay. I was desperate.
And I feel like the two guys, the big guy and the hoodie guy, are clearly talking about them. Because they keep looking at them and laughing and talking. The VVV, it's their chat is read out loud. Sorry.
For donuts, yes.
Never used like a phone NFC pay. I guess unless you count the tap on the card.
Wait, say that again?
Never used my phone till at like a store.
Oh, really?
Always had my cards.
Okay. It's because you're too prepared, Derek.
It's because I try not to forget my wallet. It's a good reason.
That's smart,
to
Derek.
forget
It's
your
probably
wallet.
good to not.
But Cheryl, don't you think it's odd that literally less than 2 hours after this video, and you can clearly, like you just admitted, they clearly don't want to be near this dude, but less than 2 hours later, they're dead? Yeah, I think they were making fun of them, and then Kaylee says, fuck you.
Lose your wallet. Guys! Yeah, great ticket times, honestly. Like, Luke, Tebow, really solid.
Okay, so those two guys just went in the opposite directions, too. But look at Hoodie Guy right now. Like, what's he pointing at? What is he pointing at? Like, these girls are not even talking to you. There's something wrong here. There's something wrong. This interaction is weird.
Love it. Very
So,
pleased.
Joe, how
All right,
close are we
back
to
in.
you sitting down on Friday nights?
I mean, that was a solid rush. It's a good thing that it ended, but this is
Did you hear her? She says, fuck you. Watch.
Love it. Very pleased.
Sergio, how
All right,
close are we
back
to
in.
you sitting down on Friday nights?
I mean, that was a solid rush. It's a good thing that it ended, but this is Friday and Saturday in a row that got you down round 1. So I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot, guys.
Guess he's gonna need extra slot a second. This bad boy.
Tebow's thinking to himself, if I start slowing down on Mac, maybe I'll get to sit down. He's gonna try to sabotage me.
I actually.
So we have a weird interaction that we can clearly see is uncomfortable and weird. We have these two guys that they're not talking to. And Maddie just pointed at, it looks like big guy, but it could be hoodie guy, and says, fuck you. Less than 2 hours later, these two are dead. That's worrisome.
It was wondering if I was going too slow and you were going to switch me back, and I was really scared of that. That's what I was scared of.
Nope.
Yes, let that fear.
You guys know, like, the highest ticket time I saw was 13 minutes, which is, I'm very satisfied. You guys have worked on the truck, and Derek and I have been the ones on Grill and Mac, and we've had longer ticket times than that. Like, you're doing well.
Really? Okay, chip pork. I got news for you.
Yeah, dude.
Here in a second.
Hell yeah. All right, what did I miss? Reduce, reuse, lol. Yeah.
That gets on my nerves. And then, like, they want their numbers to be called so bad.
Are you knowing that's super popular? No. Tomahawks, what's the side for? Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing extremely well. What sounds good?
Guess that death by garlic and extra into it.
Yeah, definitely. Death by garlic. We'll add chicken to it. Anything else for you?
And then can I do the 5 cheese?
And 5 cheese?
Yes. Can I add chicken to that?
Of course. We're doing death by garlic with chicken, 5 cheese with chicken.
Okay, so
Anything
now
else?
Kaylee's back on the phone. Maddie's like, puts her hands on the counter. You can actually hear her hands hit the counter like she drunk and she's just waiting for her food. But Kaylee gets back on the phone. These guys are still yucking it up over here. And there's zero interaction between the two of them.
Death by garlic with chicken, 5 cheese with chicken. Anything else? Love it. $23.
Here's the picture. She is not taking a picture of Maddie. She is taking a picture of them. Of them. I know every time I watch this, Andrea, I get hungry. But I think she's taking a picture of them. And I think that her phone holds a lot of clues. That it could hold a lot of clues. Mm-hmm. Definitely getting these guys.
Do you guys have any NFC? Go Ben. Any whatever.
I wonder if she sends it to somebody right now. I wonder if she's texting it to someone.
Whatever sort of payment you have on your phone, we can take. Order
like
84. Thank you. We do not have the scan one though. So like if you're trying to pay with Cash App and you have to like scan a thing, we don't have any sort of QR crap. How are you doing?
Sorry, good.
Oh, no. Good, excellent. Sorry. What can I get you?
Can I get 2 chicken tacos?
2 chicken tacos. You got it.
What big burrito chicken?
$7.50. If that's everything for you.
Slide.
Yeah. Slide, tap, insert, facing you with the chip.
Just hand that guy something. Hold on.
That's everything for you.
Slide.
Yeah. Slide, tap, insert, facing you with the chip. Any of it.
I mean, he is cracking up at whatever. Okay, so this is the towards the end, guys. So now Maddie or Kaylee is gonna video. It looks like Maddie like grabs the food and then she videos her leaving with the food. But I think that there's some conversation that's going to be picked up because Maddie, even though she was intoxicated, Kaylee seems to be okay. Yes, aware of her surroundings. And we can go back in just a second, you guys.
Order 85. Thank you.
Can I do
No, he looks over his shoulder because this is what happens, okay? Watch them take off. They're like, oh, we out. Let's go. They run to the car. He looks over his shoulder because big guy in the little coat says, hey, they left, dude. And he kind of like hits him, points, and says something like they're leaving or they're gone or something. And then he looks over his shoulder and then he's gone. I agree, Queefer. They seem like very distant. Now they're laughing, you know, cracking up, stepping backwards, laughing so hard, like weird. And big guy said he wasn't drunk. So he's not like he's acting a fool because he's drunk, you know. He's literally cracking up. I mean, this is an animated conversation they're having.
Order 85. Thank you.
And then he puts his hand up like, what the hell?
big burrito, but I'm really trying to
Okay, so look at him. He looks left, looks right, like, what the fuck do I do? Because big guy goes to get his mac and cheese. And then when he walks, now after, when he starts walking away, watch him as he gestures to where they just went, which is to get in the car, and he gestures to them. No, I'm not saying he did it either, but it's very odd. It's very odd behavior.
85. Thank you.
Hand goes up. Okay, big guy walks by. Watch him.
really trying to can I get it without slaw?
Yes, yes, you absolutely can. No
Without the onion salsa?
No salsa.
And he walks away briskly. Oh, I'm sure the police have all the digital stuff on their phones. But then you've got this big guy coming out and doing this, giving all these weird details like, oh, he was just a good guy. It's just so odd. Let's go back to where she takes the selfie picture.
$23.
See, the guys don't notice that.
Do you guys have
They were not looking, and they did not notice that.
any NFC, go Ben. Any whatever sort of payment you have on your phone, we can take.
And it looks like she's sending
Order
that
84.
photo to someone.
Thank you. We do not have the scan one though. So like if you're trying to pay with Cash App and you have to like scan a thing, we don't have any sort of QR crap. How are you doing?
Sorry, go
Oh, they're totally making fun of those guys. And I have to wonder what they said. Like, I don't know.
Good, excellent. Sorry. What can I get you?
Can I get 2 chicken tacos?
2 chicken tacos. You got it.
What big burrito?
$7.50 if that's everything for you.
Slide.
Yeah, slide, tap, insert, facing you with a chip, any other.
And at one point, I hear one of the workers in the food truck say, "Oh, it's annoying." Something about they don't have their ticket, or talking about. I think maybe he was talking about the girls, like wondering if every order was theirs. just because they say someone's not a suspect doesn't mean that they aren't. And yes, he did take down his videos, but I played them in the last live stream. I just think it's weird. He hovered. He didn't order food. He had no reason to be standing there, Cheryl. None at all.
Ever since order 85. Thank you.
Can I do the big burrito? But I'm really good. I'm so sorry. Can I get it without the chipotle slaw?
Yes, you absolutely
And
can.
then without the onion salsa?
No salsa.
Now, isn't it said that this hoodie guy lives right across in the same apartment buildings as Jeremy? And hoodie guy, if someone asks, what does he do after this? Or not big guy, I mean. Big guy goes back over to this couple and mows down his mac and cheese. Right. And if he was making sure they got home safe, why'd they ditch him? Why didn't he take them home? I mean, I've been a girl this age. I've been a girl out at bars at this age. And this is creepy. Now, they may not have thought it was creepy because they were partying and they just were like acting stupid. Like, no offense. But when you're drunk, you act dumb. And, you know, you laugh at people and you say shit you wouldn't normally say. And God knows what came out of their mouths. I mean, if Maddie's clearly pointing at one of these dudes saying, fuck you, God knows what was coming out of their mouths earlier, you know? But the fact that he took off, thank you, Rose. Sometimes I do. The fact that he took off right after they left, like he looked to the left, like he kind of contemplated what he was going to do, it seemed like. Watch him again.
Big burrito, but I'm really good. I'm so sorry. Can I get it without the chipotle slaw?
Yes, you absolutely
And
can.
then without the onion salsa?
No salsa.
And do you guys have sour cream or no?
We do not.
Okay, that's okay.
And he didn't waste any time. He didn't even say goodbye to this dude. Queefer, I'm sorry. I don't open links in Gmail. I don't know what you're trying to send me, though. Did you send it to J4J Podcast Team? You need to send it to that email. We can open it from that email. It's J4J Podcast Team. Actually, just put exclamation point email in chat. Anybody can do it. You don't have to be a moderator. Anybody can use the commands like this. If you want to know the email. Hi, Janice. Oh my gosh, Janice. I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? So the hoodie guy, I guess, lives in the apartment complex right across that little alleyway. Thank you, True Crime King. True Crime King coming in hot with a super chat. Thank you so much. Someone said, why do they have the Twitch stream? Because it's a business, and I think they do it so that they can garner attention to their business. And also their listeners are all over the world, and they actually donate to the stream, and the food truck puts it towards food.
JB, it's
so people can get free food, which I think is pretty cool. In Greece, thank you, Maria. Thank you, pleased. Coming in hot with a super sticker. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Whoops.
Roberta.
it would be nice to get a guy's perspective. Maybe he is just like, well, I'm not getting lucky tonight, or perhaps he was angry. Right. I mean, we don't really know. I know, Janice. I'm so sorry you went through all that. Okay, that sounds good, Queefer. I'm a Queefer. But yeah, so anyways, this video goes on for, there's like a 45 minute, or not 45 minute, I think it's like 10 minutes total. But I clipped it, so I don't have all of it right here zoomed in. But he just eats, and then they leave. The three of them leave together. I don't know what you mean. Greek subs. I don't know what that means. A cover up for what? What do you mean? What's a cover up? Oh, the Twitch stream? I think that's a little far-fetched. A lot of people stream, and actually I think it's pretty cool. I mean, they're not just filming the people outside. They film the people making the food too, and the guy that's doing the orders. Who said Kate? That's what I heard him say too. It's funny to watch all the drunk people, but I don't think it's funny. I'm a 57-year-old mom. Oh my God, Miss Kate, I read that wrong at first. I thought you said man, and I was like, and your name's Kate? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm losing it. But that's what I wanted to go over. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. If you can, if you rewatch this and you have thoughts or things that you want me to go back and look at, leave it please in the comment section. Feel free to leave the timestamp if there's something that you want us to take a look at. Yeah, it is hope. It's like he knew he was leaving. Like he looks. Check this out. He actually, when he's getting his food, he looks over at Hoodie Guy leaving and he's like, like he doesn't do anything. He don't care. He's in his leggings. He's got his mac and cheese. And he's like, forget about it.
Chipotle slaw.
Yes, you absolutely
And
can.
then without the onion salsa.
No salsa.
And do you guys have sour cream or no?
Now,
We do
where's
not.
the pop can in his pocket? Look at what's all in his pockets. Yeah, I think he was pissed, and I think he may have went to the house to maybe party. What do you think? Do you think Hoodie Guy possibly went to the house? Leo, you know I love you. They look like leggings. No, I don't think it's unusual either. I think anything can be sinister if you make it sinister. And that's, why we have to be careful, but this interaction is just, it makes me uneasy. Imagine, I have a daughter their age, so I think about my daughter. And if I saw this interaction with my daughter being Kaylee or Maddie, I would be uncomfortable with this interaction. So that's what I'm using as my mother instincts, that I would be uncomfortable. Leo, I love how you wrote leggings, how I said it. I can't tell if he flips him up, but he definitely gives some kind of a gesture. And then he walks briskly away. No looking back. And Big Guy knows he's on the camera too. I mean, it really could have, Janice, but I think it's definitely someone they knew. Yeah, Wild Soul. It's really disturbing. Here it is a little slower. And I mean, you guys have to remember, I'm zooming in on just them. There was a lot of people there. So it's not like the grub truck had these two girls zoomed in on. You know what I'm saying? I just want you guys to know that. I don't think the grub truck has anything to do with this. If it ends up that it does, I'll be shocked. Who said, Kate, I am so sorry. That's really scary. There they go. According to the big guy, someone said, hurry up. Because someone came to grab them. I think the bar was open till 2. But they were at the grub truck at 1:45. So, yeah, that would make sense. Because bar time is 15 minutes. So, yeah, 1:45, they were here. Yeah, it's almost like he says, like, I'll see you there then or something. I don't know. Could one of them been talking to him earlier in the night and then he got the wrong idea, wouldn't leave him alone, thought he was going to get some play? I mean, we just don't know what transpired at the bar, but I can tell you it was not a good interaction. And the crazy thing is, big guy in a little coat talks about the behavior at the bar. Maria, what are you talking about? You're kind of disrupting chat right now. We're not talking about juice and coffee. So if you want to troll, you found the wrong chat. I'm just saying. Not in the mood. Not in the mood. But we have fun here, don't we, guys?
We're all gonna have so much fucking fun we'll need plastic surgery to remove our goddamn smiles. You'll be whistling Symphony Doodah out of your assholes.
So just keep the chat focused, please. Thanks. What was the question? Big guy in mini coat looks happy with his mac and cheese. Yeah, he's got a big cheesy grin, doesn't he? So, yeah, that's the other thing. Hoodie guy didn't order food. So why was he there? I think he thought he was going home with them. I really do. I think maybe he thought he was getting a ride or something. And when they cruised, he was like, what the fuck? Could that be it? Could that be it?
La 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 la.
We've all had a Klingon at the bar a time or two. So let's look here. Angie, you're fine, babe. I didn't say anything that this video has nothing to do with it, John. I never said that. But see, here's big guy. He's yucking it up with the dude in the jersey who was all over Maddie. I don't know if you guys noticed that in this video, but he got awfully close with her when she was leaning up on the grub truck. He was like leaned in on her. Like they were awfully close. Sparks, where did you get that verified though? Right. I mean, okay, let's say for all intents and purposes that big guy was correct. And big guy looks at the camera so many times. He knows he's being filmed. He knows it. He knows it. So let's say for all intents and purposes, this kid was saying, yeah, I'm going to make sure they get home safe. They're drunk. They're my neighbors. Here he is on his phone. Hoodie guy gets on his phone. Be interesting to see what his phone records show. Unless he's just checking the time. But he walks over here. But just watch what they do. It's just interesting. And Maddie can hardly stand. She's being held up by the food truck. And then here comes the girl that looks like Xana. And a guy right behind her. He keeps going, though. And then, oh, there's another girl behind him. And another girl. And then big guy looks at them. What's he looking at? He watched them walk by and watched them. See that? See, look at, he's all up on Maddie getting his food. See that? What is he gesturing to her? What is he doing? Another creator's video. See, that's not verified. Not in my eyes, anyways. We don't know anything about these people. Nothing has been verified. But see, he got his food and he's still all up by her. Put his hand on her shoulder and she never took her hands out of her pocket. And Kaylee on her phone. But see, big guy's got his back to us, facing her and looking at hoodie guy. The fuck? And hoodie guy's laughing? Is this when they're taunting the guy in the tank top or what? He just wiped his nose with his hand. Hoodie guy did. Yeah, no one else talks to him except big guy in a little coat. See Kaylee reach out. Look. And then hoodie guy moves in even closer. I don't like that. And perhaps this dude was just bored. This big guy in a little coat was bored and was just shooting the shit. But he at least ordered food, the big guy. So he's got a reason to be standing there. But I think he thought he was hitching a ride with them. I really do. Something. And he comes back and then oh, we're not worthy. And that kid shrugs and just walks away, whatever. Who is he? Yeah, they definitely look chummy. I just don't like that he doesn't have food. I think that says that he was supposed to go home with them, or he thought they were going to hitch a ride with him maybe after they got their food, and they planned and said, screw this, and cruised. Maybe Sandy. Sandy said maybe he was their ride to the food truck. No, hoodie guy walks in right with them, Mary. Hi, C. $21-7 Detroit. Whoop whoop. Thanks, Mark Klein. Mark Klein, you watch American football in Australia? I want to know what he's talking about there. Kaylee is not, or Maddie is not amused with these guys at all. But Kaylee is on it. Kaylee is like, we're getting the F out of here when our food gets here. And as soon as their food gets there, they are gone. Oh, he's pointing at the menu, you think? Yeah, that's about where it would be, I guess. And I'm not sus of these people grabbing their food and stuff, but hoodie guy, now look at hoodie guy. And what's his face? I don't think they were afraid. I think they were just ditching a dude. I don't think it was anything out of the ordinary of ditching a guy. I think maybe they just ditched the wrong guy. I don't think that they were scared. I think it was just one of those things where you're just like, fuck this. Like, let's ditch them. You know, let's get out of here. Been there, done that. You know, who knows? They could have been at the bar dancing, and, you know, he could have been on the dance floor dancing with them and got the wrong idea. And then they said, hey, where are you guys going after this? And they said to the food truck. And then he followed them to the food truck. Kaylee is on it. She wants to get the fuck out of there. But I don't think they're scared. Right. They just weren't interested. But I don't think they were scared. I think it depends on what they're making, Queefer, because, like, their food is not going to come out in order because it's not a regular restaurant. They're making multiple dishes in a very small area. So if someone ordered, like, a lot of the same thing, they probably fix all of those and then hand them out and then go to the next one. Yeah, he's definitely waiting for them, and I think he just got ditched. But the question is, was he mad after he got ditched? He looks mad walking away. Okay, I'm watching Television Eyes. Hello, Stephen A. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Scrap Owl. Well, they wanted to get home too, but I think they definitely made like a beeline for the car. No, this isn't Jeremy. Drahangry. And he's just waiting because he knows when they get their food, they're going to be leaving. Yeah, we noticed that. Stephen A. Reek and Elite, when did the dog come into the scene? What dog? I didn't see a dog. Yep, arms crossed. Now he's just cracking up with this dude. CROU812. CR, thank you for your donation. I haven't seen you since then. Thank you so much. What if he gave them a ride to the food truck and he creeped them out in some way so they arranged a ride home? That could be it. That could be why Kaylee was on her phone like, fuck, we are not leaving with this dude. They said the dog at the house did not wander into the crime scene. Lizzie. Oh, my doggy cam. Duh. I'm all enthralled in this video. Okay, this is where she says, fuck you. Look. And I feel like she's pointing at that dude. At the big guy in a little coat. And she turns right around and puts her hands up on that thing like, give me my food. Ooh. Watching this without sound is... Maddie was like, fuck you, dude. Fuck directly off. Kelly, that's a good thought. He may have bought, he could have bought them drinks at the bar and he expected more. You're so right. Well, he has his hands in his pockets as well, Ageless. Yeah, she meant it. She pointed at him twice. Did I skip it? I tried to go back to rewatch that part. But you guys have to realize that in order to make an arrest, they have to have solid evidence. Okay, they're going to make sure when they arrest someone, it's going to be solid. So that means they're waiting for DNA, all these tests on all of this evidence that they have. And it takes time. Tammy G, I think you have to look at it from both sides. They could have let him on and he's innocent. You're right. You're right. I just think it's weird that he didn't come out and talk if he's been cleared, like, you think that some news network would have picked him up or at least reported on it. I think it's absolutely insane to think they have anyone cleared at this point. I don't believe that. I don't believe that anybody's cleared until they get all of those tests back. Lena Jams, amen to that. Exactly, Leo. They're not going to say, "Oh yes, all the people on the internet are very suspectful of the guy in the hoodie on the grub truck video." And you know what? You online sleuthers, you're definitely onto something. We have no idea if he gave a DNA sample. We don't know anything about the investigation. But I do know that right here, Miss Kaylee just took a photo of him. And then she texts it to somebody. Like, this dude is the one. He thinks he's coming home with us or some shit. But being like the last one to interact with these girls before they went home and then they end up massacred, I would think if he was quote unquote cleared, he would say so, maybe. What are you talking about? Can't say JS initials. What do you mean, young? I don't think anybody, we have no confirmation that anyone is in Africa. What we have is people online that went to his mother's Facebook and saw that his mother is a physician and his father too, and they had done a missionary in Africa. But I don't think that means he's in Africa. I think that means that his parents are doctors and they've done mission work. Yeah, big guy in a little coat, Denise did in his TikTok videos. There they go. Now watch hoodie and big guy. Watch. He's like, "Hey, dude, they're leaving," and he's like, "What?" And then big guy's like, "Oh, dude, my mac and cheese is up." And hoodie guy says, "Oh, yeah?" And then he walks by. Watch. "Fuck y'all. See you at the house." I don't know. Possibly. Jay, didn't they say no? They have not said anything about a black jacket being Jack's. Who said that? I feel like that black jacket was definitely Maddie's. Maddie is little. If she was wearing a big guy's jacket, it would be down to her knees. She's literally so small. Stephen A., who did? Where are you getting that from? You guys have to have some kind of evidence and like backup of your claims. You can't do that. You can't say you got kicked out of the bar and say, "Oh, it came from another creator." No one can know that. No one could possibly know that. Just like another creator put out there was a scream. It's horrific. This isn't a game of Clue. This is real people. All right, we're going to play one more time. Maddie turning around to big guy in a little coat. Can you see them walk up? Yes, hold on. I'll have to find it. Carrie, I love you too, babe. Thank you so much, Carrie. I'm so glad you're here today. You know, I was just thinking, could the one of the girls that they talked to, could that have been one of the other roommates that walked up? I just found a video. Hold on, let me see who this.
Okay, so
I don't know who this is. Oh, somebody doing like a deep dive. Jerry, a reverter for 5 months. I love you too, Jay. I'm just poor because my computer broke. Oh no. That sucks, Jerry. Thank you for being a reverter, though. Thank you. Thank you. Thumbs ups. Thumbs ups.
Roberta.
Okay, I think I found it. Hold on. Thanks, you guys, for subscribing. But yeah, I think it's just chilling. Chilling. All right, we're going to find them arriving. It doesn't really show much, but we can look again. Gosh, this doesn't even show them arriving. Why can't I find them arriving now? I might have to go to Twitch. Oh no, here it is. I found it. Credit to Miss Plunder for this clip we're going to play here in a second. Mama She, oh my gosh, 15 months. Thank you so much, Mama She. Stephen A., why are you being so rude to me in my own chat? Like, what's wrong with you? I'm not coming at you, dude. Cool off for a minute. Cool off.
You guys give up or you're thirsty for more?
All right, let's pull up this other vid, shall we? This is going to show them arriving to the food truck.
I'm up here, you morons! Come and get me!
Again, thank you to Plunder for this clip we're about to play. Let me make it so we can see that one square only. Subscribe to Plunder. All right. Now, here we go. I went too far. Okay, so here's where it begins.
Roberta.
Yeah, she always, I like Plunder too. She always gets the latest, and she's good at requesting the documents. Look, Kaylee was on her phone then too, like ignoring him. When they walked around the corner, I don't know what people are talking about. Tripped her. Let me slow it down. Let's see. They do walk in at the same time. But again, they're not paying any attention to the dude. But like I said earlier, if he was trying to hide his identity, it clearly looks like they know the cameras are there. Yeah, so I think that they really are going to have to wait until they have solid evidence. And I don't think for a second that they don't have someone on their radar just because they originally said the community wasn't at risk. And I think it's because they know who did it and they're watching that person like a hawk. But here they come. Kaylee's on her phone. She cuts him off, and that's when he goes back. She's like, no. And Maddie's just like, she doesn't even know what's going on, I don't think. Thank you for subscribing, Mabel. And Insomni Owl, you became a member. Thank you. 650 viewers. Let's get those likes up, people. No, I think they went there for food. I think they went there for food, and I don't think they were scared. But I think he thought he was going to get some. I don't think it was a cult. I really don't. It's a god-awful crime. But I think when we find out all of how it all went down. Okay, hold up. This is what doesn't make sense. I have a question. Joe Vado said he was there with his friends, this couple, right? Why did that couple just look like they haven't seen each other in ages? Like, that doesn't fit the story he told, does it? Or wait, there they are. They're together. I think these people are just all drunk. Because then they hug like, oh my God. I mean, there's just people all over. See in the background there. But we're going to see them come around the corner here in just a second. And this guy in the hat looks... Wait, hold on. I need to go back and see this again. Hold on. Was big guy in the little coat waiting for hoodie guy to arrive? I never really paid much attention to the beginning. That's when he flips his hat around, puts the hood up. Big guy in a little coat seems interested in him. No? Leo, you don't think so? What are you saying not to? right, Kate. It's just, it doesn't fit. You think they just started talking there? Yeah, I get what you're saying, Queeper. Everybody seems to not know each other, but when you're drinking and you're standing around and there's people, you're going to just mingle around. And plus, they probably know each other or are familiar with each other. But the only one that really stands out to me that's odd is this big guy in a little coat, because he's like a grown man. And like, these are all kids. These are all 21-year-old kids, pretty much. You think, okay, wait, I found a good comment. Hold on. Rose thinks he wanted a hug. RB says, if it is this guy, I don't think he was planning anything while at the grub truck. Then they ditched him. He went into an uncontrollable rage. I think you're right. I think if it was this guy, that's what it was. I do agree with that. If it was him, that he, at that moment when they left, that was when he got pissed off. And that would be... See, big guy's gone there, isn't he? He just leaves right here. Or no, he's back. He's still on there when it ends, I believe. Because look, he's still hanging out. Big guy didn't leave right away. He's just Wait a minute. Did hoodie guy come back and we just didn't see him? Who was that? Who was he just talking to? Watch in the this is as much as I can get him on screen, but there's somebody. You guys know who that is? Do you recognize them from the rest of the video? This is after the girls have left. Sorry, Carney, if I offended you. I call them kids because they're the same age as my kids. Oh, we need the other angles. That would help. Hold on. Oh, this is when they're still there. My bad. This is an interesting angle, though. Oh, it doesn't take much for certain men to go off when being rejected. A girl that I know's 14-year-old daughter was walking her dog on a bike trail in rural Michigan, and a 30-some-year-old man made advances at her. She was 14. She walked away briskly, and he didn't like the rejection. So you know what he did? He followed her. And he come up behind her, surprisingly, and he hit her over the head with his helmet and killed her. And all she did was brush him off while she was walking her dog. So it happens. Happens a lot. Yeah, it's the case of April Millsap. If you guys, I know True Crime Daily did one. I can't remember what other shows did them, but it's April Millsap, 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 and that happened in Armada, Michigan. The tall dude in the black by the windows, I see him. But just because the dude's there, I don't know. There's just some men that can't handle the rejection for whatever reason, whatever's happened to them in their past. But I don't know. I just don't know if this guy would be that pissed off that he would think that he needs to kill them. Unless there's a history here. I mean, we don't know. We don't know these people. I just don't like how he lurked with the girls, but I do think that he assumed he was going to be getting a ride or going home with them. So, and I think everybody's still a suspect because there's no way before all this DNA evidence and everything comes back that they can rule anyone out. I guess unless they have a solid alibi, but I don't know what. I don't know how anybody who was at this grub truck could have a solid alibi unless there's cameras. And that's what big guy in a little coat said. He said, dude, there's cameras at my house. So I walked in with that same pop can, which I don't even know why he brought that up, but it is interesting to watch and we will watch it again. I learn something every time that I watch this. So it's not going to be the last time that we look at it. And I'm going to take a look at some other angles and try to do this same thing, this same zoom in. And then we can do another live stream and we can take a look at it. I don't think any of this was planned, really. And they have made it clear that it is someone they know and they were targeted. And I think that I keep saying Kaylee. I know everybody thinks that Kaylee was the target. But I think that it's possible that Madison was the target. I think it's very possible. And let's just hope that we see some action coming soon. Let's see. I'm going to read some of your comments before we go. Jay, did you see the men in the minivan go through the house from Washington? Hope they're going to get someone. I did see that there was a car there from Washington, and I did hear the police chief say that they are working with other states. So hopefully even though they said there's no connection with these other murders, there still could be, even though they're not saying it. And Molly, I'm assuming they were in, I don't know, honestly. I can't assume anything. Sherry, big guy called Maddie sloppy. He said, ew. He said she was gross. He said that she bumped into him so many times and it was just disgusting. Thank you for subscribing, Scorpio. Wait, hold on. How can... Jules for Fly Guys. Jay, how can you wonder how he brought up the can in his defense, but on the other hand, wonder why others are defending themselves publicly? I don't wonder why they're defending themselves publicly. Who did I say I wondered why they were doing that? I thought what he said was odd. I think it's the pop can. It's the light on the pop can. Well, and Jerry, maybe don't go to a college bar that's tiny. And we're going to go over it. I'm going to show you guys the corner bar and all this stuff. I have other lives planned, but I want to keep these, you know, on the shorter side. Queefer, I think that the killer hasn't been caught because they're waiting for the solid evidence to make an arrest. No, I'm just saying if I was Hoodie Guy, being that he's been the most scrutinized, you would think he would say something or, you know, something. Usually that's what we see. It is a really tiny bar. If you guys have any suggestions for any further lives, you guys can email them. Please do that now while you have it on the top of your heads, because you guys are so awesome like that. Put exclamation point email in the chat, and you will get an email to it'll come up in chat, and you can email us and email any suggestions you have, anything that you want us to pull up, go through. Please I want to show you guys what you want to see as well. Perfect. Thank you so much for putting that up in the chat. All right, you guys, I'm going to end this on this note. Replayers, thank you for watching. Please hit the like button if you like what you see, and consider subscribing. And please email us. Please. All right, you guys, dance it out. I'll see you soon. Bye, Roberters.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn.
No offense, but shut your pie hole, lady.
I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. In the name of Jesus, Father God, Lord. Something real, but I'm feeling differently. You're making plans to get to friends, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time for that.